Today, lowest price ever. So lots of surprises if you're just waking up on a Monday. And maybe, speaking of amethyst, you want to treat yourself to a gorgeous ring, which, by the way, is a customer pick. It's getting rave reviews, Jay. Everybody is loving this ring, and it's a delight. At $64.90, you could own a all precious metal, solid sterling silver ring with one beautiful center stone. It's a gorgeous amethyst. The size of the amethyst, not to be denied, we're talking about a 9mm amethyst. We do have sizes 5 through size 12 here. It's a natural opaque amethyst, right, from Zambia?
This comes from Zambia, which now this particular mine in Africa is probably producing, if you kind of get online and you research what's going on in the amethyst market, the probably some of the finest amethyst in the entire world right now is being mined in Africa. What I love about this is the contemporary shank design. Do you see this?
Little Euro shank.
Okay, but look how it's squared off. So it's round, but it's squared off. I just love that. It's a great look. Very, very contemporary.
Split shank on the sides.
Yeah, this is by one of our artists. Just so everybody understands, we do all of the stone cutting. We do all the silver work. We work from scratch, from the natural rough. That's how we do it. We don't buy things that are already pre-cut or pre-finished. All the sterling silver work, we also design everything in-house. So this is one of our very contemporary designs, very unique look, and like Sarah was saying, extremely, extremely popular. That's the difference. That right there, okay, see that? That's all Brazilian amethyst, or from Uruguay. See the large crystals?
Yeah, huge,
see the big crystals? And they come in, and that's where they break those up, and that's where they get the amethyst from. That's a geode with the amethyst inside. Now, the difference between those formations, which you see in Brazil and you see in Uruguay, and the formation that this material was cut from, these, the Zambian material are more crystals, smaller crystals. So you don't see a lot of big things, you don't see a lot of big crystals, but they keep their clarity and they keep their color better than the larger crystals. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but the thing is, the bigger the crystal, like the Brazilian material and the Uruguayan material, the problem is that when it's in a big crystal, it really looks nice. The color is a deep, deep purple. But when you go to cut it and you start to work it,
you're gonna love this ring.
Then that's when it's a lot lighter, or it doesn't hold its color, right?
Sure.
And also, it's harder to tell the clarity on a bigger crystal than it is on the smaller crystal. You can loop them.
Yeah, I think it'll be so fun when you get this home. You can actually, when I look down at my hand, I can see the light shining in from every angle of the stone, and so you do see these beautiful shades of lilac, lavender, all the way to the deep purple. So you can see that to the very bottom of the stone, which is fabulous, but it also has that very rich, glorious, deep purple shade, so it's very royal and a very unusual cut of an amethyst. Usually they're faceted, or usually they're cabochon. This is almost like a tabletop, or sort of like a mesa, if you will.
Well, and here again, that's our art, okay? So not only is this just a really unusual, high polished, you know, a sterling silver custom-made setting, but even the cut on the amethyst is a custom cut, right? So like Sarah's pointing out, it's not your normal faceted, just standard facet cut. It is as unique as the sterling silver setting.
And by the way, very, very comfortable. So don't let that modern shake sort of scare you away. It's actually designed to be one of the most comfortable bands in the jewelry industry. It's flat on the bottom, so when you do have your hands on a flat surface, or whether it's your keyboard, or whether you're typing or working at a desk, that actually feels very smooth. And then the sides are tapered, so you can still close your fingers. Nothing interferes with all of your movements. This is all high polished. It comes to a beautiful presentation here, so it really is just showcasing that center stone. I love how it's unadorned. There's no bezel or extra stones around that amethyst. Just the amethyst gets to be the star.
And you know, the
ring.
Designer actually had that in mind. They wanted, it's very sleek, and the main thing is that the cut and the stone, the amethyst, actually blends into the overall design. So not only is the sterling silver setting very contemporary, but also the cut. If you can see, they all kind of blend together in a very contemporary theme.
That's a great shot there. You can really see that beautiful sort of smooth, graceful curves, and then it has this towering presence of the amethyst. It's a really captivating ring. I can't wait for you to get this on your finger and for you to look down at your hand and go, wait a minute, I got a wearable work of art. I got a custom-made ring from J. King for less than $65. Do order true to size. I suppose this is a ring and a shank that you would not want to size.
No, you don't. This one,
because of the split shank and
the only reason you want to go up the size on our designs is if the shank is really wide. And even though they're made true to size, because of the width of the shank, it's always advisable to go up one size. On this one, I would order true to size. Another great thing too is if you need half sizes, you can always take this because of how they're manufactured. You can take it to any jeweler and they can always pop it up a half size. It's not a problem for them to do that. Maybe even a full size on this. Depends on the equipment that they have.
And by the way, it does not flip or spin on the finger. You would think, oh gosh, I have this big stone, it's gonna flip, it's gonna turn.
What I like is you can lay your finger flat.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a pedestal, right? It almost braces your
Feel like
hand.
a queen for a date. just look down at your ring every once in a while. Look at that. Everyone's gonna be asking you, where did you get their ring? Because there's nothing like it in the world. J. King is exclusive to us here at HSN. We're gonna take a quick break. We've got so much more coming up, including that amber and turquoise necklace. We've got big lapis and more. Don't go away.